Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel once again. Hope you all are doing good. And today we are doing our next question from our JEE Main 2025 series. The second question is the hydrocarbon X with molar mass 80 grams per mole and 90% carbon has degree of unsaturation. So first of all we should know that what is the meaning of degree of unsaturation. Degree of unsaturation means how many pi bonds are present. Okay, how many pi bonds are there. Okay, because unsaturation is because of only pi bonds. So pi bond can be a single pi bond or double pi bond, there can be anything. So that is degree of unsaturation. All right, so here we have given a few things, like we have been given that this particular compound is X, which is an hydrocarbon, and from this information we know that this particular substance is going to be a carbon and hydrogen only, because this is hydrocarbon. So suppose X number of carbons and Y number of hydrogens. Okay, and its molar mass have been given. The molar mass is 80 gram per mole. All right, and we are also given that the mass percentage of mass percentage of carbon is 90%. Okay, so mass percentage of 90% means there is around 90 gram carbon if the compound is 100 gram. Okay, if the compound is 100 gram, but it is only 80 gram, so we have to calculate that how much carbon is present over there, or what is the mass of carbon present in 80 gram. One more thing, because this is a hydrocarbon, so another atom will be hydrogen. So we can say that mass percentage of hydrogen will be, obviously there is 100%, from 100% 90 is carbon, then 10% will be hydrogen. Once again that means 10 gram of hydrogen if compound is 100 grams. Okay, we have to remember that if it is 100 gram, then it is 10%. Okay, so let's calculate the mass of carbon and hydrogen in it. First of all, mass of carbon in the compound. Okay, first of all we are going to calculate mass of carbon in the compound. So we know that if there was 100 gram of X compound, okay, if there was 100 gram of X compound, then there was 90 gram of carbon. Okay, but we have been given that molar mass or the mass of the particular substance is 80 gram. So 80 gram of X compound is going to be 90 divided by 100 multiplied by 80. Okay, so that is going to be around 9 8s are 72 gram. Okay, so this is 72 grams of carbon is present. Okay, so let's calculate the mass of hydrogen in the compound. We can do few things. Okay, we can calculate it in the same way as we have calculated for the carbon, or we can take the molar mass and minus subtract the 72 gram of carbon. There are two ways. Okay, so we are going to do both. Let's see what is the answer. If 100 gram of X compound is there, then hydrogen will be 10 gram. Okay, but if 80 gram of X compound was there, then 10 divided by 100 multiplied by 80. 0, 0, and there is 8 grams of hydrogen. This is one way. Or another way I have told you, because there was only molar mass. So what we are going to do, the mass of hydrogen will be equal to molar mass is subtracted, okay, and mass of carbon. All right. So that is 80 minus 72, once again 8 gram. All right. So we have the masses of it. Carbon is 72, and we can write it down in the ratios, and hydrogen is 8. Okay. Now what we are going to do is, we are going to simplify it. Okay, we are going to simplify it. This is the ratio which is given over here. All right, this is the mass ratio. But we have to find the number of carbons. Okay, number of carbons in compound X will be the mass divided by molar mass. What we are calculating over here, we are calculating number of moles, right? So mass is 72 divided by, what is the molar mass of carbon? That is 12. So it comes out to be 72 divided by 12, it's 6, right? Okay, let's calculate the number of hydrogen atoms in compound X. Okay, so once again, what was the mass? It was 8 divided by, what is the molar mass of one hydrogen? That is 1. That comes out to be 8. Now the formula becomes, formula of compound X, okay, it is C6H8, means how many number of that carbon and hydrogen are present. Okay, now we have been asked in the question that what is the degree of unsaturation. So we have a very small formula for it which we can use. Okay, we have a very shortcut for it. We can calculate what we have to calculate, degree of unsaturation, right? We can calculate degree of unsaturation. To calculate the degree of unsaturation, we have a formula, a very quick formula, that is 1 plus number of carbon atoms, okay, minus number of hydrogen atoms divided by 2. Okay, 1 plus number of carbon atoms were 6 minus number of hydrogen atoms were 8 divided by 2. So according to BODMAS, what we have to do, we have to divide first, then addition and subtraction. So this becomes 7 minus 4, right? It becomes 4. We have to add first. Remember that BODMAS, okay, division, multiplication, addition and subtraction, right? Division is done first, okay, there was nothing to multiply, so it can be, removed from here. Then addition is done first and then subtraction, okay, then you are going to get the answer correctly. So it is 3. So degree of unsaturation is 3, means there are going to be 3 pi bonds. All right, we have already discussed that what is the meaning of degree of unsaturation. So uh, there is another thing that we can write it down, its structures also. Okay, this C6H8 with degree of unsaturation is equal to 3. We have different formula, different isomeric forms, you can say. So one is like this. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so there are alternate double bonds. Obviously, this is one thing. Same formula, C6H8. Then there can be, you can form a triple bond over here. Okay, and okay, write in carbon, 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 and there will be a how many? 1, 2, 3, 4 double bond carbon, like this. Okay, like this also. There is a carbon once again. 6 carbons are there, so you can make it like this. Once again, 2 pi bonds, right? Okay, how many? This is 1, this is 2, this is 3, right? 3. Okay, over here this is first, this one is second pi bond, and this one is third pi bond. So obviously degree of this unsaturation is 3. We can also make a cyclic structure if you want to. 6 means a hexagon, right? And there is 1 and 1. Now you can see over here, you will say, okay, only 3, we needed 3 pi bonds, but there are only 2 pi bonds. This is first and this is second. Then what about it? But as you know that here a cycle is present, a ring is present. A ring is also considered as degree of unsaturation. Okay, and the third one is ring. Okay, so 2 pi bonds and 1 ring, so 3 degree of unsaturation, right? So this is how you are going to calculate the degree of unsaturation in different kind of questions. This can be asked anyhow, so you have to be prepared that this question can be asked, and you can use these kind of shortcuts to calculate it. Okay, thank you so much. Have a nice day.